Hello everyone. I am very glad that I got this opportunity to uh, speak a few lines about Sir. So Sir has been an MTech and PhD from IIT Kanpur, and currently he is the associate professor in IIT Patna, and he is also a senior IEEE member. Just like you are receiving this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita here, similarly, Sir is also conducting sessions on Bhagavad Gita in IIT Patna, and many students in IIT Patna and outside have benefited from these programs. And I was also fortunate enough to be one of those students. So, Sir has also conducted many events and preaching programs during this pandemic times, like massive food and grain distribution programs to nearby villages and schools, and he is also running many free education programs for the schools and students. So I'll not take a lot of time. I'll request sir to please share his thoughts and enlighten us with his ideas on how we can imbibe this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Abhishek. So, welcome everyone to this session. And today, Abhishek, he told me to speak something about Bhagavad Gita. So, the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, today's topic. So, this 5 aspects of Bhagavad Gita, long back I also, there was a great saint, he visited to IIT Kanpur and he was discussing this complete, this Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge, the subject matter. So most of the time, we try to understand Bhagavad Gita, and this Bhagavad Gita is a very, many people, they study this Bhagavad Gita and they find out according to their own way of understanding what is the Bhagavad Gita is all about. But actually, the Bhagavad Gita is the completely transcendental science. And there one boy was telling me this Bhagavad Gita, it transforms the consciousness as well as when your consciousness transforms, so matter also transforms. So Bhagavad Gita deals with 5 subject matter. If you see overall, there are 5 subject matter. And that 5 subject matter are about God. So if you do not know there is a law, we will always mislead. So first thing is God. So 2 years, I think 1989, I heard a story of all the Indian delegates. They visited to England. And in that delegate, there was a person, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. There was one, our previous old honorable prime minister. So he also among that team. And they visited to that England. And in England, they happened to attend a function. So Queen invited them for a dinner party. So everybody, they reached there from India, around 120 delegates, they visited to England. And there was a food, everything is ready. And everybody was sitting there and just waiting for the food. And suddenly, nobody is eating the food. So one gentleman asked Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, ji, that time. He asked, why we don't eat? So he told, it is not like India, that they are waiting for their priest to come and offer the food to the God. You see, in the whole over the universe, they know whatever capability they have, they know there is some existence of God, and everything must be given to God. So they know practically that there is God. Whereas in India, you go to any function, nobody worries how to eat, how to eat, how to eat. And that is the way that we also exactly behave like that. So that is why the Bhagavad Gita describes the God. Unless God don't describe himself, nobody can understand. If God need to be described. And then next item is the jivas, the living entity, you, me, reptile, plant, everyone, they have right to live. And they all are connected, this. And the jivas are everywhere. You go to any place in the world. I was thinking long back, I visited to New Zealand, and there was a place called New Plymouth. So I thought that this New Zealand, New Plymouth is maybe very few populated people, and it is a corner of the sea. So when I visited there, I thought that nobody is there. And when I saw it is a huge city in that corner of the sea. And I never expect that it is such a huge city. Actually, a huge city is laid down over there. And then I saw everywhere, there are people everywhere, there are cows, everything was. And I came by the up to Hamilton by bus. I saw everywhere, even two people are living in one village also. Everything is there. Everywhere there are people, the living entity. Go to any space, everywhere. Even go inside water, living entities are there. And that is called the jivas. Jivas, what is jivas? Jivas are the pet son of God, the gods. And God, they sent them for what purpose? For example, you are a student. Your father sent to IIT for what purpose? For studying purpose. So that it is not for betterment of the father, it is betterment for you. It is not that you will study, your father will get salary. No. You will study and you will get that salary. Okay? Your future will be happy. And that is why father sent you here. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna spoke, we all are his son. How you know? Because our father has not created a grain of rice. Our father has not given us air. Our father not given anything actually, which is you are sustaining for. We can give some money, but the real father, before we take birth, in the mother's breast, milk is ready before you come to this earth. And that is what Krishna arranges. God arranges. So God and Jiva, they have a complete close relationship like you have and your father have. And whatever your father does, it is beneficial for you. So I'll tell a very beautiful story. There was a person, his name was Eric Manuel. So he, in 1736, there was slavery in America. And from the South Africa, in the Western Africa, a girl was brought to America. Her name was Pink Mary. And she was brought under the slavery to America. When she came to America, that lady was given to the North Carolina president at that time. There was happened to be a president in the regional president in those periods. So that lady was given, Mary was given to the North Carolina president. And in that way, it became many years passed, and in 1936, in that lineage, many people, they passed away, and there was a boy, he took birth, and they are blacks, actually. Blacks, they cannot play that time the international game. And this boy, small boy, his name is Eric. So he happened to, he used to go to the stadium and used to look at the tennis. And people were playing, and he was just watching that tennis play, they were watching. And suddenly, Eric, one day, he got an opportunity to play. And when he was playing in night time, always he will go in night time, he will play. And he liked very much. And he was such an expert player. But that time, when he was playing so nicely, and suddenly, one day, but he was playing so nicely, but the government was not allowing, because he's a black, he cannot be allowed to play international game. So as he was not allowed to play that game, he was always murmuring, and he was very distressed, only looking, but he was never unsatisfied. Because he knows that from where he started his family members. So at least he got little opportunity to play. He was very happy. But one day, one coach saw and told that I will take you to international. So one day he was playing, that coach adopted him and took him. And in 1983, he got US Open, then Wimbledon also, he got the that cup. After that, he was, one day he got some disease, and they happened to feed the blood to his body. And that time, the blood which was contaminated with AIDS was fed into his body. And his health became very deteriorated, and he's about to die. So many reporters, they came and they asked, my dear sir, you had not cursing God, that God has given you this, in this critical moment, he has given you the impure blood to you. Who is the main cause for this? So he told, why I will just give blame to God. God has done many things for me. I was a black, I never allowed to play. And I got an opportunity to play, and somebody adopted me to play. And among 50,000 people, 55 million people worldwide, I was among them when I then became the state level champion. And when I became in the US Open, I was among the 5,000 players in the US, whole US. I never blamed God that time for my success. And when I came to play again the Wimbledon, I was only the 26 people from US. And in that second round, third round, and at last round was only 2 people. I was among them. And I got that also, the cup. I am the chief. That time I never blamed God. But why I will blame now to God? He has given me so much. This is our life. That is what the relationship between you and God is given. Who has perfect knowledge about this, they will understand that what is our relationship. If we know, it is well and good. If we do not know, we must try to get that knowledge. Then only you will see that it is fulfillment in your life. I have seen many people in IIT Kanpur when I was a chairman of the hostel that time, happened to the chairman of the hostel. So I was the chairman of Hall 4, okay, in the hostel. And that time, I have seen many people, they will catch me that, Ranjan, do you think that we should fight for our PhD or we should work for our PhD? Many people, they will come and we will discuss. The most important thing when we became the chairman of the hostel also, there are many things we started by that process because we need to take some time, very, very important aspect of our life also. So that time, I was very bewildered about my life's goal. But suddenly, I met my sir, Leela Purushottam Prabhu, Dr. L. Behera. So when I met him, one day I came to his chamber and I asked, sir, you are taking this course. I took his course. And I thought that he will give good mark because he is from Odisha. So like that, I came to sir. And but I didn't get any good mark. Again, I became angry. I didn't get good mark. But sir, again, I was not coming to sir's house, and every day I used to go here and there. Then suddenly one day, sir called me and told, "Where are you?" I told, I am doing a lot of jogging, running, everything I am doing. So I have no time. So I told her, okay, you just visit again. There is a feast. So I visited and we got very beautiful, nice feast also. And that way, the beauty of the life is that the life of caring and loving I learned from Sir's house. Where in IIT, we study, that is very good. You can earn, you can, but at last you have to come to the society for your happiness. Alone we cannot happy. That's why one of our, His Holiness Bhakticharu Maharaj, he used to say, what is the greatest gift to the human life is the relationship. And in the material world, any relationship you take, next day they will fight. But in the spiritual, the relationship, it matters a lot. And that is the difference between, that is where that is where we get the seed of this relationship with God and ourselves. Next come the kala, the time. And today, you see, I was in IIT Kanpur. I was, everybody used to lift me because I was less than 50 kg. So they will catch. And if some bodybuilder are there, I have seen in our hall 4, they will come and show me, hey, dekho. So they want to show me the power that you cannot do anything. If you do, they can give you slap also. So like that. So everything I did that, that time. And those people I have seen, that one of the bodybuilders, few days back I came to know that he is no more because he was smoking cigarette and something happened in his lungs. And he was a continuous smoker because I remember that everybody will give, because there was a billiards they used to play. and he was in charge of billiards club. So anybody will give a cigarette, he will allow him to play. So he will put his name in the front. So like that, no people are, the time is very important factor in life, and we have to obey the time factor. Time factor is very important. And then after this time, we have Prakriti. Prakriti means material nature. Material nature is so complex, nobody can understand. Like I'll tell a beautiful story of how material nature is so complex that in 1953, there was a communist leader in China. His name was Mao Zedong. And he was a communist leader, and he came to all the farmers and asked, "What is your problem?" The farmers told, "Our problem is this birds, they eat our grains in the field, and the rat they cut. And the sparrow are the main culprit in our, and all the reptiles, small insect also. They make our life hell. When we put rice, they eat it. So we need to clean the sparrows and rat from our China." So Mao Zedong started, and he ordered everyone that all the sparrows must be killed, or they must make them unto death. All the snake, all kind of, you can say, the insect, that rat, everything should be killed. So sparrow killing started in 1953. And you know that sparrows, whatever that sparrows were there, they were putting different kind of noise. So the sparrows became tireless and they will fall down. And every day they used to collect thousands of sparrows, different part of China. And if you see the Chinese history before that, all the Chinese were only the grain eaters. There was no, the everything eater was not there. Okay, so these sparrows were all sparrows they killed in 1 year. Within a year, they killed all the sparrows. And 1 year over, and next year, as soon as they have started putting the grain, whole grain is eaten by this, what I forgot this time. What is that, Abhishek? Small insects, they come and they kill. This time they came to Delhi.
Locust.
Eh?
Locust.
That locust. And they came in the millions, the thousands of things, entire these crops, they destroyed. And nobody has power. And next year onwards, there was no rain in China. So China government allowed that any wildlife animal they can eat that time. The China government was allowed that. And if you see, the China government has allowed them to use that time, and they allowed to eat all kind of deadly animals also, except car. No car they should eat because they have 4 wheels. Only any living entity they can eat, actually. So I visited to one place, and one of my friends, Ning, he kept, I was his roommate, so he kept a snake. I told her, "Snake, where you got?" No, snake was going, and somehow he killed and bring and kept in the fridge on the top. I told, "When you will eat?" No, next party we will eat. The snake also they can eat, actually. So Ning, he used to keep snake also in his. So as soon as within 1 year, you see that in China, there was no grain, no rain, and China became the poorest country in the whole universe. China people, they were begging door to door. They were killing each other for little food during that period. And after that, they analyzed. They thought that what is the problem? The problem is the sparrow. Due to sparrow, they used to kill those insects which kills. And they kill not only those insects, they also maintain the environmental condition. And then China government ordered that please bring sparrows from all over the world. So that time, the Singapore and Hong Kong was under China. They used to go North Korea today. There was a big, the North Korea, why they don't like Chinese people? You go to Hong Kong, they don't like Chinese people. You go to any, any nearby country, they don't like the Chinese people. In Singapore, they don't like Chinese people. But the Chinese people, they come by boat, so nobody can control them also. So anyway, because they took all the sparrows from different parts of the world and put in their country that time. Again, the natural way of life started. From that day, government is never allowed anyone to kill the sparrows. And they have become, you can see that nowadays they create different kind of hybrid, but they don't kill. That is what the nature is so complicated, my dear friends. We cannot even understand it, how it behaves and how it works actually. You see, just a few days back in Badrinath, in Joshimath, the complete devastation of the nature's fury, just it has shown that how the nature, because nature controls himself, that is why we are alive. Or else the water, when you cross from Europe to America, 9-hour flight on Atlantic Ocean, everybody is praying for that, how to go to that side. But when you will see that it is the time, okay? So when this is, if you, after going to John F. Kennedy, everybody they clap, oh, we are alive because we crossed the Atlantic Ocean. So very, very difficult to understand the nature. That is why Krishna said, nature is working under his direction. God is telling, it is working under my direction. Like, for example, you put a satellite, for controlling satellite, if you go to Sriharikota, you will find it is like a big town, like half of the town of a Kanpur city, just to control few satellites. You understand, a big planets like Earth, they are rotating without any fail, never. They are never taking rest. No, today my motor is not working, I have to stop it. No. They are always, they are rotating without any uninterruptible motors. Actually. In your house, if a pump motor run for 2 hours, 3 hours, it will burn. Whereas this motor is rotating, this Earth planet, day and night without any, from where fuel come, from where electricity come, but the motor is running without our engine. Whereas when we send a small satellite, we monitor, we control the temperature, control the power, control everything. You monitor it, and for monitoring, thousands of people are employed for that. And you see such a huge planets are moving in the sky without any support. Who is maintaining that? And that is what the Lord maintains that one. And without our knowledge, even our body is maintained, because our veins are required certain amount of blood, certain amount of this thing. So that is also. And last is karma, what you did, what you do. लोग बोलते हैं ना, जैसे करनी वैसे भरनी. So वैसे ही our karma is also very complicated. सब लोग बोलते हैं कितना अच्छा लोगों का ये अच्छा लोग था कैसे बुरा हो गया. How a good person get like this punishment. I will give an example. I have seen in our village, there was a person, if you go to that person, He will embrace you. He will tell you, oh, my dear son. He will tell everyone as my son. He will love you so much. But he has suffering with so many kind of disease. So people are very compassionate by seeing that one. But when I have seen during our childhood time, he was such an cruel person. If anybody will take even little water also, he will go beat him. If any cow will come and they will eat, he will beat him. Such cruel person in those period, now you see, is a very humble. When now you will see that he's suffering, you will say, why bad thing happened to good people? One day that good people must have done like that. That is why the karma is very complicated. And Bhagavad Gita speaks about this 5 aspect of Krishna of life. And we must try to read and understand how we can develop this. Okay? Okay, Abhishek?
Yes, sir.
7:30,
Sir,
you have given time.
sir, most of us here, the students are from first year. They have not even come to IIT Kanpur yet. Like you have shared some experiences of yours. If you can share a few more experiences, that we'll be very fortunate.
Okay. Mm. IIT Kanpur, I joined in MTech. Okay. So when I joined in MTech, during MTech time, I was a big leader of the hostel. And everybody, they were requesting me, you should become the Gymkhana president. Then I was thinking that no, the hostel chairman is sufficient. So I contested the hostel chairman. And after that, you have to come in front of all students and tell why you stand for, why you stand. Okay. There is big meeting will happen. I don't know nowadays is there or not. So a big meeting will happen and you will explain that why you want to contest, why you want to become the chairman of hostel. And there was the 6 contestant, and our hostel contains 484. The 6 contestants, they got around 56 votes. And I got all the votes in the hostel. Although I was very new, but they gave all the vote to me. And I became the chairman of Hall 4. And that hostel I stayed. And that time we used to have a huge amount of the independent, okay, whatever you want, you can do that time. And after that, many people in the hostel, there was a very close relationship with the friends. And then I came, first year gone, first year, second semester, I came in contact with Sir. And when Sir came, that time we visited to many places, including Professor Hessi Burma took me many places for the welfare activities of the students and nearby villages also, long back. And then Sir also, we used to go to different villages for doing welfare activities. And this is the way of life I thought I got from Sir. And always I'll go to hostel as a PhD student. To all first year students, I will invite, please come, we have a nice feast program. So we will prepare a very nice feast program every Saturday. And I will invite all the first year boys. And once I invited around 200 boys actually. So on that day, even Sir had less rice and everything is over actually. Nothing was there. Even water was not there. It was we cook 4 or 5 times. After that, still people were hungry actually. So we could not able to send. Sir told, don't call so many at a time, 200 people. And only everywhere people only, in the rooftop, in the road, everywhere there are people, because that time we had only 100, around 10, 15 kilo of rice, and it is over very quickly. And it was, so I used to call them, because I was a PhD, and ragging time, PhD student can go inside. So I will tell them, please come. So I'll take them in my cycle, or I will tell you, come out from the hostel, and from backside, I will take all of the students. And I can tell you, every hostel I used to go, and in every hostel I had friends. In within 1 year, because of the Krishna consciousness, and every year, every hostel, every mess manager, everybody knows actually. All the security people also, they knows me. So good, so nice friendship with everyone. Even in IIT also, I remember some clerks, they will also pass my bill without anything. I will go and I'll ask you, sir, I have one clerk in the academy section now. His name is Day. Now also he is there. Just a few days back, he called me. So told that, sir, we missed you so much. And now also we are missing you, sir. Like that boy, we have never seen till today. So I used to go to sit with them, all account section, academic section, R&D, everywhere there were friends actually. And they used to do everything. And in Janmashtami, I will go and they will tell, you take from us some donation, we want. And we used to cook 800 liter of kheer every Janmashtami. We used to cook 800 liter of kheer and bring around 40,000 rupees the badam laddu from Vrindavan. It's a huge amount, huge celebration also. So everybody used to come, and it is really beautiful. Those days is our training period. And once we did a big aghasura, a big snake, which is 1 meter, at least 26, 30-meter long snake. And from every hostel, all the students, they bring the paper and we make a bundle and put inside that one and make a huge snake. And I think 2-3 years it was lying there in hall 4. After that, it was not there. But in the hall 4, I stayed for nearly 7.5 years. And I can tell you, the IIT life is very suffocated life, because always this, that, this going on. Sometimes quiz, you don't get good job or something is going on. But by coming to this, especially to this Bhaktivedanta Club, and I can tell you, we are very loving relationship friends you will get, first thing. Second thing, you will learn what is the way of life actually. Life is so beautiful, and we hardly know what is the beauty in that one. And when you will come and close relationship, this relationship will never go away. Anytime your best friend, one day they will become envious. I remember there was our Devendra Prabhu. He got a cell, and many of his friends, they were never talking to him because of this. Why? He got a good job. But this Bhaktivedanta Club, whether you are a pauper, whether you are a big man, all are in the same. That's what this speaks. He teaches us. Vidya Vinaya Sampanna Brahmana Gabhyastini Sunichena Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. This verse inspires me so much actually. If you want to be tell that I am the Vidyavan, you must actually cultivate that one, that humbleness within you. Okay? So thank you, Abhishek. Hare Krishna. Hare.
You can take.
जीवनेश प्रभु भी है. Thank you, Hare Krishna. How are you,
Yes,
Jivanesh?
yes, Prabhu, thank you very much for your very wonderful lecture. Like today only we were discussing that, like being a PhD student, I'm also living in Holpur. So like many mess workers, and they ask us later, where is that Behera sir? Behera sir. Then we get confused because your name is also Behera surname and sir's name is also Behera. Then later we came to know that actually they are asking for Ranjan Behera, not the Lakshmidhar Behera. So from that we could know that like it was a very nice leadership we have brought in Bhaktivedanta Club, and like hall 4, like all the Janmastamis were happening in hall 4. So it was very nice. And then you mentioned about Agasura. So in which year this happened? Agasura?
2006 we built.
Acha. So I think in 2014 or 15, Vinayak Prabhu again took this charge, and he also brought out this Agasura diorama. So it was very attracting thing. So very nicely, Prabhu. So you five topics you discuss, and the story of Eric, that how the relationship is relationship. You brought out this point that the relationship is very important, and how we go get this opportunity to learn this from Sir's house, like his from personal examples. So it's very nourishing, sir. So we want more such sessions. Like it is very nourishing. I think most of the students also must have released this session. So please bless us with more such future opportunities.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. If there is any mistake, kindly forgive. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Jivanesh.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.